Hi, I'm Sonnet with Sonnet's Garden Blooms, and I want to welcome you all to my channel. Now, today's video is going to be a thrifted treasure video. So items that I've recently thrifted or picked out of my hoard and flipped them. So I'm really excited about today. I got to use a lot of my IOD stamps. I also went and used some transfers as well. So if you haven't been to my channel before and you're really loving DIY, upcycling, thrift hauls, just really like the day in the life of a small business owner, then you have found your channel. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so when I do release a video every Monday and Friday, you'll be notified. And today, I normally ask my viewers to go and tell me what their favorite item was. If you want to tell me, let me know. But I also want to know, what do you want to see in the future with my channel? So are there other videos that you'd love to see? I know when I do my thrift hauls, my thrift flips, you guys love it. Are there other behind the scene items that you want to see, or any special DIYs, or just let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But go ahead, watch the video, and let me know what you think of that as well. A couple videos ago, in one of my thrift flips, I actually had one of these vintage scrub boards, and it had a glass piece in here. What we're gonna do today is, this is in really good condition. I am going to paint the inside of here, and I am going to stamp a saying in here as well. It's going to be a real simple flip, but the last one that I did sold right away. And this is what I did for the last one. I just put a coat of this, and then we're going to take, on the last one, I think I used the typesetting stamp set from IOD. I also like the one, it's like Farmhouse font or something like that. I'm gonna pull it, I'm gonna grab it and show you guys. But that one too is, reminds me of that Ray Dunn kind of font, that farmhousey look. So we're gonna use that today, and we're gonna use that one in a couple different projects. I really liked it, and it's so easy to quickly stamp a saying or on something. So I'm trying to multitask, and I'm not, I'm one of the worst multitaskers. So painting and talking and trying to stay within the lines to make this look good. My initial thought on this was I was going to use the Farmhouse farmhand, I should say, the letters on here, but they were too tall. So it would have fit this way, but they were definitely too tall. So I went back to my go-to, the typesetting font, and I just put down scrub. So I'm going to use the IOD black ink, and I am going to take this and ink up the scrub, and then we're gonna line it up. And then I'm just going to rub thoroughly so that it all, and there you go. The B, I'm going to line it up a little. Actually, I'm going to just take it off and then just line it up. I just want to get that little bee like that. Perfect. I love it. And there you have it, scrub. The last thing I'm going to do with this, I wanted to mention, because this has been brought up, I am going to clear coat the inside with the 2x Ultra Cover Clear Coat Matte. Just to seal it all in now that it's dry. The inks are from IOD, are permanent, but I just like to seal everything in case some, you know, they wanted to wipe it off. And the actual chalked type paint, if it is gets wet, it will distress. So I'm gonna take care of that now, and let's go to the next project. I picked this up out of the garbage. It was in a haul video a while ago. I was just driving along. It did have a chip here, so I did use the IOD air dry clay. I put it on there and I'm letting it dry. I just kind of worked it into the little chippy area. And as soon as it's completely dry, I am going to just take some sandpaper, sand it down so it does not stick out. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just make this, we're gonna take the Rust-Oleum's metallic accents. And I love this color. It's called Classic Bronze. And I'm going to paint it the bronze. And then I'm going to try to use the white wax from Waverly and just use that same technique that I've done with the black, where I painted this, the base is black. I just think that with the metallic paint, it's gonna look so cool. So we're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna do that for our next project, and we're gonna see how it turns out. So I take the metallic paint and I did 2 coats with it to give it the best coverage. In the areas where it was more of a porous material, the paint went on really well, and the other portion of it, it didn't. So it did require 2 coats of paint. So I did 2 coats of the, like I mentioned earlier, the Classic Bronze, the metallic accents. I like this color. What I want to do is take some of the white wax and white wax this. So in the past, I've shown this on my videos. Basically, I start off by just applying a whole bunch like so. And then rubbing some all over. And I try to work in small areas since this does dry fairly fast. And then I just take a piece of paper towel and I like to kind of just, you know, blot it off. Now, as I'm doing this, what I am discovering right away is, okay, now the metallic's coming through. At first, I was like, oh no, it's, the metallic is not coming through, but now it is. So I'm liking that so far. All right, so I'm just gonna do some more over here. There, now I like it. At first I was like, oh my goodness, I wasted all the metallic paint. I could have just did this with brown, but now it's coming through.
I'm driving down an empty freeway. No waiting.
So I wanted to go thrifting this week. With all my barn quilts that I've been making, I haven't had time. And my husband said, do you really need to go thrifting, honey? Your hoard is piling up. So I went in there, and I found that metal piece, that metal lantern, but I also found this, and I forgot I had it. I know blue is really coming back, but I don't know if I don't like, I don't know. There's something I don't like about this. So I'm going to take the knob off, and I'm going to paint it black, and then I'm going to distress it and put the knob back on. I just think it will go with the whole decor theme that I'm going for at this point. And then I think I'm going to even stamp something like right here once I'm done with it. So let's go ahead and figure out as I go along, but we're going to start by removing the knob and painting it. Here I'm removing the knob and I'm cleaning it up. I just want to make sure I get all the dust off of it and anything that would prevent the paint from sticking. I am using the Waverly Black paint. It's called Ink. It has excellent coverage, and I typically only really ever need to do one coat on this. So I'm finishing this up, and then I'm going to let it dry, and then we're going to go ahead and distress it with the sander. So we're going to finish up this project. I brought it outside. I distressed all the edges with the sander, just like I told you I was going to do. I am going to go ahead and put the knob back on. I'm just liking this so much better with black. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a transfer right here. So I'm going to grab it, the transfer, and cut it out, figure out which one. I think I'm going to, something with the flowers I liked. So I'm going to use the transfer that I used in one of my videos prior called Wander. And I'm really liking, I think this. Well, now I don't know. Actually, you know, maybe just something a little bit, I thought this was a little bit smaller, but I think it's just too big for the area. But there's this other one right here, and I think that one will work out a whole lot better. It's just the perfect size. So I'm just going to cut it out. And this is the set of transfer from IOD called Wander. Since I've used the transfers, I've been pretty obsessed with them. I just absolutely love them. All right, so I think that's gonna be basically, I think, just perfect right there. So let's go ahead and peel the back off. And we're gonna just put it on right like so. And then I have the device that goes with it. And we're just gonna rub it on. I'm sorry if you're jiggling. That's the only downfall, is that you have to rub pretty hard to get it to come off. And then I always just rub over it after I get it down to almost like embed that into whatever you're putting the transfer on. There. Okay, I'm just liking just that little bit of, you know, just a little pop on here. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and seal this, and then this will be ready to go. If you remember from my last haul video, I found this really cool container. It actually was this color. I brought it up north and I sprayed it black. I am going to do one coat, another coat on the front, spray the back as well. And then we're going to paint it the white. And then I want in here, if you can see, there's kind of like a decorative piece on it. I do want to stamp some something right inside of here, whether it be a saying or some flowers or like a sunflower. I haven't yet decided, but we're gonna do something. This, I put a second coat of black on there, and now we're gonna take the chalked Rust-Oleum's linen white, and we're gonna give it 2 coats of paint for this. And then I want to do that distressing that I like to do with the chalked paint or the linen white that I've done with some of my other past projects. And then once I distress it, then I'm gonna come back, and there's a couple different sets of IOD stamps that I really like, and I plan on stamping something right here in the center. So let me go ahead, get this painted. And I know that you've all seen me paint in the past, so you don't need to see that. But I'll come back after I have the 2 coats of paint on here, and then we'll go ahead and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna stamp on this. So many of you have seen me do this before, but I like to wet distress my items versus go sanding it, just because then with the chalk paint, it's less dusty, or the chalk style paint of Rust-Oleum's. It's definitely less dusty. And if there's any areas that need to be that are being a troublesome area, then I can break out the sander, but it's just so much easier just to do it like this. And so I just try to touch the areas on the edges, things that would naturally distress. And then we're gonna take that stamp, like I said, and put it in the center. So with this project, what we're gonna use is the set sprigs, and we're gonna add the sprigs inside of this. And I just think it would look really cute with this. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna use the black ink. I did distress this, like I mentioned. So I think having the black come through, I think it's gonna look real nice with that. So let's go ahead, and what I'm gonna do is line it up like so and just rub it all over. And then I want to do, I'm gonna wipe this bottom portion off so that it, and I am going to do to like right there. All right. And then I'm gonna line it up like that. I'm gonna put it over on the other side as well. And there you have it. I really like that. I love it actually. I think it looks great. And now I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to put a clear coat on it, and then it will be finished. The last projects I have, I've been meaning to make some signs, and I had these boards cut. I already had painted them, distressed them, and I am going to take a piece of drop cloth and cut it out and attach it to the backs of these. And I am going to use the stamp set from IOD. This is the one. It's called Farmhouse, and I love it. It reminds me of the Ray Dunn letters, and I am going to write or stamp like Hello Fall, just to add something fun to one of my booths. So that is the last project of the day. So let's go ahead and get this project started. I cut out the piece of drop cloth, the size that I wanted, and I'm laying out, I'm using the set farmhand, and I laid out here how I want it, where I want the letters. I only have one L, so after I do hello, I'm gonna peel it back and then I'll put the other L in, and I will do the same thing with fall. So basically I'm just gonna have it say hello fall. I have my gridded pattern here, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to pick them all up like so. Oh, good Lord, and that one did not stick. Or maybe I didn't have it the right way. Probably didn't have it the right way. Okay. And just fix that like that. And the nice thing about these is with the lines, you can really get everything looking nice and straight. Then I'm going to take my black ink from IOD, which is permanent, and I am going to put it on the whole set of stamps here. Okay. And I'm just gonna wipe off any excess. All right, and then I'm going to line it up and lay it down, and then just rub over the each of the letters to transfer that ink onto that drop cloth. Okay, so there's hello part of it. And then let's go ahead and I'll take these other letters off. And then we're gonna just re-ink up the L. Line it up. And then do that. Perfect. And then we'll do, all right. Just want to pick these letters up. And we're gonna ink these. And then do the same thing for the fall. And then take off the A and the F. And then just re-ink up the L. And there you have it. So now we got the Hello Fall on our sign. What I want to do next is I am going to flip it over and we are going to attach it to the wood pieces with a staple gun. So I'm gonna grab my staple gun and then I'm gonna show you how to do that. So I have my hand stapler and I am just going to staple this to these wood pieces. And I just want to make sure that looks good. Okay, so now that I have that done, then what I'm going to do is I have this cute little jute rope and I'm going to attach it to that. I'm not going to make it super, super duper long. I'm just going to leave it probably like that long. And there you have it. So then we have a hanging sign for like your front door. Perfect.
I'm driving down an empty freeway. No waiting for the light to change. I'm seeing the sunrise behind me.
So I want to thank you all for watching along. And like I said earlier in the video, let me know what you guys want to see on some future videos. I just want to make sure that all my viewers are seeing what they want to see. So if there's something that I haven't done that you'd like to see, or if you just love these flips, let me know in the comments, and then let me know what your favorite item was. Today, I loved them all. I'm really feeling fall. I can't wait to start decorating. Honestly, I've been so busy though with my barn quilts. I know that I did challenge myself to 63 barn quilts. Currently, I am at 40. I have now started the third, 20, and I have drawn 10 of those, started the painting on those, and then we'll be continuing to draw tonight. Well, I hand draw each one, and then I paint them all by hand. So it's taking a little bit longer. envision things are gonna go much quicker and I can accomplish way more than I truly can. So I guess that's how we all are. And but I want to say, enjoy your weekend. It's gonna be a beautiful weekend, and we'll see you guys Monday. Bye.